Hey, friends! Welcome to the Swing My Heart podcast with your host, Nicole
and Hannah. Come join us for some hopeful conversations about heartfelt entertainment that makes your heart swing.
Hey, Hallmarkies, we're back for another episode, and today we are very excited to welcome the queen of 2022 herself, Brittany Bristow. Welcome to the podcast, Brittany.
Thank you so much. I'm so happy to be here. It's so long overdue.
Yes, we're excited to have you on the podcast, finally.
I'm so happy.
Yes, this is great. All right, just to get us started off, we know you probably get this question a lot, but for our listeners who may not know, we were wondering if you could tell us how you got your start in acting and what inspired you to become an actor.
Well, I actually got my start in acting through ballet. So I was a little dancer and I was at, a little girls ballet class, and someone came in and mentioned that they were doing an open casting call for a commercial. And I got really, really excited at the idea of potentially doing a commercial for TV. So I begged my parents to let me go. And I don't know what possessed these people to hire me, but they picked me. And I think there were 8 of us, like 8 little girls. And I just had the greatest day of my life. I was like, this is the most amazing thing I've ever done. I need to do this forever. I'm like, this is it. So I told my parents that I wanted to be an actor later that day. And very grateful that they were willing to put in the insane amount of work that comes from a parent of a child actor to support me in doing it. But they supported me in doing it, and I just absolutely loved it. And I think for me, like the biggest thing, I think I probably figured this out a little bit later. Like at first it was just really exciting and new, like anything when you're little. But as I got a little bit older, I think the thing that really kept me in love with acting was the chance to be somebody else, but also growing up, I experienced a lot of bullying, as a lot of little kids do. And my escape was always on the weekends. Like I would go to Rogers, it's a store in Canada that no longer exists, Rogers Video. And we would go and we would rent, VHSs of various things, a lot of Mary-Kate and Ashley movies at the time. And they were my escape. They were the thing that made me super, super happy. And I realized that I, by becoming an actor, had the chance to give that to other people, to give them that time where, maybe if they were having a bad day, their day didn't really matter because they could dive into and escape into this other world. So that, I think, was what really kept me in it once I found that excitement. So yeah.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, that's a really great story. I mean, one, to hear that you were a ballerina. I used to dance.
I did too. Yeah.
I totally get that. That's great. And to also just see like how through your experience you were able, to find this kind of your niche in acting and really get into that, to give back to something that gave so much to you growing up. I think that's amazing to hear.
Thank you. Yeah, I feel very, very lucky. I mean, I know there's a lot of people who have dreams and aspirations to achieve these big things. And I feel like I really lucked out. I understand that so much of acting is about luck and opportunity. And I got very, very, very lucky. So I'm very, very grateful to have the job that I do and to be able to give people little escapes for an hour and a half at a time.
Yeah, definitely. That's amazing.
Yes.
Yeah.
What was your first big role, and was that role in TV, theater, or film?
Well, I had a couple of films that I worked on when I was little, but I think probably it's pretty easy to say that the first biggest role I had, was in a movie called Blizzard. It was a Christmas movie, and it was a Christmas movie that was out in theaters. It's now an NBC, I believe, an NBC holiday classic. It's on every year. And LeVar Burton directed it. Whoopi Goldberg was the voice of the reindeer. Christopher Plummer was Santa Claus. Brenda Blethyn was in it. Kevin Pollak played like a very cranky elf at Santa's village.
Aww.
And it was pretty high up there. It was a pretty cool movie to work on. And I played the bully in the movie, which was a very strange thing for me, but like I was able to draw from experience.
Right.
That's true.
But that was probably the biggest movie I did as a kid. And it was one of my first, I think I did 4 films when I was little before I took a bit of a break to focus on dance. But yeah, it was a pretty cool movie to be a part of. And like, what's hilarious about it too, is that even now, every year at Christmas, somebody I know who doesn't know that I was in that will send me a picture of my face and be like, excuse me, is this you? Because if it is, like, you look the exact same, you're just taller.
Oh my goodness.
And really truly though, if you find footage of this, I'm just a shorter version of my exact human. Like I'm like shrink wrapped. And then a lot of the time, like, I'll get messages on Instagram from people in like Russia who are like, are you the girl in Blizzard? And I'm like, oh my God, how old was I? I think I was like 10 when I made that movie. I'm like 22 years later, people are still watching it, which is super cool.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, that's so cool.
Yeah.
Like, it's super cool.
Oh, I've never watched it, but I need to watch it. Maybe
it's really cute. It's about a girl who's a skater. She grows up in I believe it's like the 1940s or 50s, and she's having a really difficult time. And then it's like an aunt telling a story. It's a modern day story with a historical twist, but it's very cute. And Christopher Plummer, R.I.P., wonderful human being. He was, in my opinion, one of the best Santa Clauses that's ever existed. He was incredible in that role. He was made to play Santa in that movie. Or, and win Oscars, but also play Santa Claus in that movie.
I'm looking forward to seeing it at some point.
Yeah, we'll have to check that one out.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah, it's very cute. I hope you like it. Let me know what you think.
I will.
So do you prefer episodic TV or made for TV movies when you get your roles?
Honestly, I love them both. I think they're both really fun, and they both come with their challenges. I haven't done a ton of TV, but I've really enjoyed the stuff that I have done. And I think it's one of those things where, if you're in one episode of something, you come in and it's kind of scary because you don't know anybody. It's like being the new kid in school. You're like, oh, hi, everyone that doesn't know me, but I know all of you because I obviously watched the show in preparation of coming onto the show. So I know all your character names and probably won't actually remember your real ones. It could be a little daunting and a little overwhelming. And you're there really in those situations to like fuel their story. Your story matters too, but you understand you're coming in to really like provide something for them, which is so much fun. But it has its challenges in that like you kind of come in and feel a little, I mean, for me at least, I feel a little overwhelmed and I'm like, I don't know any of these people, but this is awesome and such a great challenge and I'm so excited. To have a longer arcing role is interesting too. And again, I don't have the most experience. I haven't done a show for 5 seasons or anything like that, but it is interesting because you sort of build this person and they sort of morph and change in front of your eyes. And you're sort of creating like this lengthy thing. But then also what's really interesting about that is that I don't even know if those series that I did, if we got the episodes all ahead of time. What's interesting is you're making all these character choices based on like one episode, or for some people, if they're super lucky, one season of a show. But if you stay on something for like 8 years, you have no idea where the writers are going to take you, because half the time the writers don't even know where they're going to take you. And it's that give and take and play, and they see how you do things, and storylines kind of come up and evolve. And so I think that's really interesting as an actor, because you build yourself as this fully fleshed out human being. And then suddenly somebody could say, and you were adopted and you're actually from Russia. And you're like, I am? I didn't know that. So now I got to work that into making sense for every choice I've made as this character. So I'm very hopeful that one day I'll have a chance to do something like that, because I think having the opportunity to play with that and really like be malleable is really cool. But of course I love the movies that I do too. And I just think they all, they all have their different challenges, which is what makes them all so exciting.
Right.
So
yeah.
That would be awesome to see you on a TV show, especially on Hallmark.
Please, I would love that so much.
Yes, fingers crossed. Brittany gets to be in a TV series. Let's do it. Yes, let's make this happen. Yes.
Yeah. Is there a particular show maybe on Hallmark that you would like to be a part of?
Honestly, any of them. Any show.
Wrong.
I'll do any show. I love them all. New show, old show, don't care. It would just be so much fun.
Yes.
Yeah. It would
maybe
be
go
so
back in time to Hope Valley.
Yeah, maybe.
I could see that. I could see you
I have been told I have a period piece face.
Maybe Rosemary's sister or long lost cousin, maybe.
Yeah.
There are options here. I think we should run with this.
Oh yeah.
We should just start sending some ideas.
Oh yes. We'll write it up and send it to the writers. Yeah. We'll make this happen.
Perfect. Okay, excellent. Yeah. I'm just gonna lean on you guys then.
Okay. Sounds good.
Okay. So speaking of Hallmark, your first role on the network was in the movie Love Blossoms, where you played a character named Kimmy Spencer. Could you tell us a little bit about that and how you got that role?
Yeah, of course. So Kimmy was such a fun character to play. I found out that I got the role and was super, super excited about it. I know that sort of the way in which it worked with that film was a certain number. I think there were like 5 or 6 girls that were submitted for the role of Kimmy. And the executives at the network chose me, which was really exciting. And I was like freaking out and over the moon. And then when I got the role, I remember reading a little bit about it. And I thought, I really think that this character needs to have an accent. But I was told like, accents are iffy. Like normally they only really want to go with English because, with accents, sometimes if somebody will play it too heavy, then they're difficult to understand or whatever. And I was like, okay, I'm going to work with a dialect coach and perfect to the best of my ability. I'm never going to say I have a perfect accent ever, but I'm going to do the best that I can do and come to set. And if you think it's understandable and it just enough French, then I'm going to do it. Belgian French. And, I did it and everyone really liked it. And it was just, it was completely understandable to the ear. It wasn't like too thick or anything like that. But what was really funny, the reason I tell you this part of it is because when I went to my very first Hallmark event, I was so nervous and so excited, but I didn't know anyone except for my co-stars who were lovely. But I got there and I remember being like, okay, you're just gonna take some pictures and it's fine. And there's a lot of people here and it's fine. And this is great. This is gonna be easy. And I got in and someone came up to me and was like, Kimmy? And I was like, hi, I'm sorry, I'm Brittany. And they were like, aren't you French? I was like, no, I'm not. But I was really glad I took the chance with the accent because I think it was the thing that, and I feel like weird saying this, but I think it was the thing that made me stand out to Hallmark in that movie because it created such a character. Her accent became Kimmy. And so it was such a fun character to play. And she was like so uppity and so all the time. And being somebody that played with that accent, it really was the thing that they were like, oh my gosh, you're not French. This is so weird. But also you stood out because we thought you were French, but you're not French. And then they've given me opportunities to play characters with other accents too, which has been really fun. So that was that one. It was very fun though. And I ate too much chocolate while I was
Of course.
I mean, how can you not?
I know. Yeah.
It's like a rule. You're in Belgium, you eat too much chocolate. The end.
Yeah. I actually haven't seen Love Blossoms in a while, but you did a great job in that role.
Thank you. Thanks. It was really fun.
Right. Yeah. No, I think I would have never known because like at the time, this is like the first time we've seen you on Hallmark. So like I would have never known that you weren't French. Like,
and
it's
that was
just
part of it too, is people were just like, who is this person? Why is she French? What's happening here? And then they were like, oh, she's from Canada. Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah,
But yeah,
I
it
love
was
that.
very funny.
Yeah.
I was surprised a lot of people.
No, that's great. That's what a way to enter the Hallmark universe. That's awesome.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. I thought so too.
Yeah. So speaking of your films on Hallmark, you've done so many of them so far. You've done The Holiday Date, A Tale of Love, Royal Matchmaker, Christmas at the Palace, and Christmas Next Door. Do you have any memories from filming any of those movies that you can remember that you could share with us?
Yeah, I mean, honestly, working on all of those it's been incredible working on all of the films that I've worked on with Hallmark. I feel very honored to have worked on all of them. They're all so fun and so different. A Tale of Love was so much fun to work on with Chris. He was so lovely. Jane Eastman was incredible. Umberly Gonzalez was amazing. Everyone on that film was just incredible. Definitely the puppies, just so many puppies. They were so distracting. All I wanted to do was cuddle puppies. It was very hard for Chris and I. Like Chris at some point, actually on his last day, I think, did like an entire puppy photo shoot where he went around and took pictures with every single dog that was in the movie so that he could have them for himself, which was the cutest thing I've ever seen.
Oh my goodness.
He was like, I did a photo shoot, look. And I was like, that's just you with dogs. And he's like, I know, but I got one with everyone. Like, you really like dogs. And I really like that you really like dogs. I also did a couple of photo shoots with puppies. So that was very cute. And then, Christmas at the Palace was my first time ever traveling to a place like Romania, and it was really cool. And we became like really good friends. We would go out for dinners. We had like so much fun. We would play cards and hang out. But what was really fun for me was I used to skate when I was little. I was a little figure skater and actually skate in Blizzard, which was part of the reason why I got the role.
Nice.
But I got to get my skates out again, and I got to skate again for the first time in a really long time. And I worked with an incredible skating coach, and I was like, I really want to do my own skating. Can I just come practice at lunch? Like, I'll do whatever it takes. So I took myself to the arena a handful of times and just like skated around with all of these like incredible Romanian 4-year-olds who should be Olympic champions apparently, because they're like so talented on ice. It's insane. But that was really cool for me. It was getting to like go and skate again. Yeah, I mean, all of them have been so cool. For Christmas Next Door, I got to play piano. I got to like learn how to play that song, and I played piano when I was little too. I did a lot of activities as a kid until I figured out what I really liked. I think that's something a lot of parents do, is they're just like, try this. You don't like that? Try this. You don't like that? Try this. We just need you to like something, so leave us alone. So I tried that too, but I like never really stuck with it. So I got coaching and I learned how to play piano, and I was like, oh yeah, I'm playing piano again. Like I don't know. I feel like I've just had some really cool experiences to like get good at something, or at least try it, or so it's been really, really cool. I've had so much fun on all of them.
Yeah, no, it's really cool to hear like you actually did your own like skating and piano, because I know a lot of times like if the actors don't know how to do that, they'll get some like a professional to do it. They make it look like you. So like that's a really cool behind the scenes that like you actually did that. That's really awesome.
They had a skating double for me just in case. But when it came down to it, they were like, you can do everything we're asking you to do. So we're just going to have you do it. And then if we need to change you for the next scene, we'll have her fill in for eye lines and stuff like that. So she's definitely credited, and she was amazing. She was so nice. But I was like, I'm so sorry. Please don't hate me. I stole your job by doing my own stuff. But I was just loving it so much. So
that's amazing. I love that.
Yeah, it was very fun.
My memory could be way off, but I remember one scene that I really loved in Christmas Next Door. I think it was at the beginning, and I think you were at the piano, and Fiona's character was playing the flute, and Jesse's character was at dinner with his date, and y'all were talking.
Yeah, I do remember that. I can't remember if she played. I feel like she played maybe the violin.
No, it was the
maybe
violin.
Not.
I think it was the violin. Yeah,
we're just a big musical family.
Yeah.
But that was very fun. And working with Jessie was very fun. Fiona is wonderful. Yeah, we've shot that at a restaurant in Toronto. And I remember very specifically just being like, this place is insane. And also, this is hilarious. Like, this whole situation is so funny. Like,
yes.
Anyway, it was
There was
fun.
a lot of comedy in that movie. I loved it.
That movie was gold. Yeah, that was great. I loved it. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a good one.
Yes.
We know you've worked on 2 movies with Lacey Chabert. Those 2 movies being Love, Romance, and Chocolate and Love on Safari. What was it like working with Lacey and filming abroad in Africa and Belgium?
It was incredible. There's no better person on this planet than Lacey Chabert. She is really, truly one of the greatest people. I'm so lucky to call her my friend. She's an incredible human being, an incredible mom, incredible person. She's just the best. We actually, it's pretty funny. So we met for the first time for like 15 minutes at an event. And then the next day got on an airplane to South Africa together. And we were sitting beside each other. So our like 18-hour flight from LA to South Africa, which we actually didn't get off the plane. They landed at some point and they refueled the plane, but didn't deplane anybody. So it was like a direct flight.
Yeah. Yeah, sure.
But we were sitting beside each other. So we sat beside each other for 18 hours.
Wow.
And just got to know each other.
Wow.
And had so much fun. We were like, you know what? We'll have a glass of wine. We'll be cute. We'll cheers to this new adventure. And then we just had the best time. Like we would watch sunsets and have dinners and like, we just had all the fun. And then when we reunited in Belgium, we were like, this is going to be so amazing. We were so excited to be working with each other again. I love Lacey. I would work with her all day, every day for the rest of my life. She is just the best person ever. And also on top of it, getting to explore and experience those places with a friend was just like the most magical thing on the planet. Right. I was doing what I love. I was with a brand new, wonderful friend. And it was just like, I had to pinch myself virtually every day because I was like, this is not real. This can't be real. Who gets to do this? Like, what am I doing?
Right.
So yeah, it was pretty awesome. And she's amazing.
Yes. We love Lacey here.
Yes.
She's pretty special.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We hope that y'all will work together many more times.
Oh gosh, me too.
Fingers crossed.
Big time. Yeah.
Maybe start a petition.
Yeah. Maybe Lacey and I should do a show. Right. And I don't know what it could be about, but we should do it.
Maybe some traveling, around somewhere together, going like on a road trip or something. I could see that.
Yeah.
Right? That could be cute. Let's do it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's do it.
It's another one we're going to workshop.
Yeah.
Oh, yes.
Yeah. We're going to figure this one out too.
Yes, definitely. So in addition to your projects on Hallmark, we've also seen you in 2 Up TV films now, Love and Whitbrook and The Story of Love. Do you have any fun behind the scenes memories from those shoots that you can share?
Those were so much fun. One funny story I have from The Story of Love was we were shooting in this like beautiful cottage country. There's cabins, there's a lake, there's all this stuff. It was April. It was pretty nice and warm. And we wake up on the second day of shooting and we're supposed to be doing like a big hiking scene and the camping stuff is all supposed to be happening that day. And we wake up, this movie is set in the spring. We're shooting it in the spring and there has been a snowstorm. Because that's Canada for you.
Yeah.
In April, when it's been warm, suddenly there's 3 inches of snow on the ground.
Oh, goodness.
So we all woke up and we were all staying at the resort space cabin that we were filming at. And I just remember like we like everybody, you could just hear like everybody opening their curtains in the morning after the alarms went off and you could just hear, oh no, like resonating through the hotel because we were all just like, what are we gonna do? We're supposed to be filming outside. It's snowing So we had to rejig the whole day. The producers were like, okay, we're gonna do this. And they're in Tahoe. So they're gonna climb. And because they're climbing, there's snow because it's snow in mountains. So we're gonna make this make sense, right?
Yeah.
And we all just kind of like banded together and put like 12 layers on underneath our sweatpants or underneath our leggings and like bundled up. I had like 40 sweaters on underneath my light jacket because it was so cold and snowing. And it was, anyways. So that was a fun one.
Yeah. You can imagine.
Fun.
Wow.
Yeesh.
Fun-ish.
Yeah. Funny story.
Yeah.
I love that movie. I've watched it.
Oh,
not
thank
too long
you.
ago. It was great.
Yeah, it's pretty cute. And Franco's awesome in it too.
Mhm.
Yes, y'all both did a great job. Y'all had great chemistry
Thank
together.
you. Thank
Mhm.
you.
Yeah, definitely.
Just recently, you finished a series of movies titled The Love Club. Without giving anything away, can you tell us a little bit about that and what you're looking forward to everyone seeing the most when it premieres?
Yeah, so The Love Club was a super cute series of films. We did 4 of them. And it's about 4 girlfriends who meet in college and promise to always be there for each other through all of their love conundrums, etc. And the films open with my character has the first film, and it opens with my character going through a new love moment in her life and suddenly realizing that she needs help because she feels very lost. So she calls on the Love Club that was created 10 years earlier to help her. So they all show up and sort of reconnect, and throughout a year they help each other through their sort of like mid 30 or 30-year-old love conundrums. And yeah, it's just a really beautiful series. It's, you know, it's about the love stories, but it's also about the friendships, which is really cool. The friendship is like such a main component, and you get to see really, really lovely connections between these 4 women. So it's a really, really cute one. And I'm honestly just excited for people to see it. Like, I don't know if I could pick one thing.
Right.
I'm just really excited for them to come out and for everyone to kind of get to experience all of these different relationships and experience all of these messes that these women get themselves into. And I think from the scripts, they were really funny. So I'm hopeful that a lot of that comedy will come through and that people will be able to laugh and sympathize and, you know, sort of have fun with us while we watch it. Yeah.
I'm excited to see it. Do you know what channel it'll be on yet and when it will?
Not yet. No, not yet. No, we haven't had any information as of yet, but I do know that they have a couple of places that they're taking it to. So hopefully I'll have some info soon. But as soon as I know, I will be screaming it into the internet because I am so excited about these movies. And the minute they have a home, I promise I will share that.
Right. Oh, that's so exciting. I always love when they do that, when they, you know, make a series of films, but like each about different characters, but then they weave in like those friendships together. Like they did that with The Wedding Veil, and I think it just went so well. And to just hear
it's like
another series like that is really
it's like everybody gets their story, everybody gets to shine, but we're all there to lift each other up and support each other, which was really, really fun too.
I love that
to be a part of. Yeah, it was really fun.
Yeah, that's exciting.
Yeah.
So between your Hallmark films and Up TV films, has there been a favorite role that you've done over the years?
So I think for me, there's 2. And well, it's so hard to pick, but I'm gonna say 2. I'm gonna say 2 because one was very movie specific and one was very well, no, they were both movie and experience specific, but I can't choose between the 2. So playing Broken Holiday Date was insane because it was my first chance to be a lead, and it was like such a huge thing for me, and I felt so excited and so touched. Like I bawled and screamed and laughed and like jumped up and down on a bed when I found out that I had booked that role. So that one will always have a very special place in my heart because it was such a huge transition in my career. And, you know, Hallmark was giving me a chance to be the leading lady, which was just like bonkers to me. And it like changed everything for me. So that one for sure. And then Love on Safari also. I really, really, really loved that character. she's like so sure of herself and so confident and so kind and so driven. And I felt like I was playing a character who wasn't transitioning through something or trying to figure something out. She was like completely realized as a person. And she didn't need anybody's help to get where she wanted to be. She didn't need anything from anybody. The best thing she could do was lift everybody else up. So I really loved having a chance to play somebody that was just so incredibly sure of who she was, where she was going, and what she wanted. So that was really cool too. I really loved that character a lot.
Those are two of my favorites too.
Really? Yay!
Yeah.
That makes me very happy.
It does.
If you could choose your dream film project, what would the storyline be and what kind of character would you play?
Oh, gosh, I don't know. That's a really tough question. I feel that it would be really cool to play somebody who's navigating like a really massive change, not just like a little thing, but like moving across the country or like, I don't know, just something that's like so monumental that it would sort of be all consuming and really find a way into experiencing that through through that character's eyes. I think that would be really cool. Or somebody who's been really challenged with dealing with something that's, you know, more than just a breakup or more than just a job. It's like something that's integral to their fabric as a person. I don't quite know what that would be, but I think having all those challenges as a character, they really just offer so much and so many ways to play it. So I think it would be really cool to just have somebody that's like navigating something that's just so big that they don't know who they are anymore, where they're going, and they're kind of questioning everything in like a really big way. Because I think those films are always really interesting when you see people navigating those things. So something like that I think would be really cool. I'd also love, I love working for Hallmark. I love all of the rom-coms, so like a rom-com all day, but I also really love like psychological thrillers and suspense films. So I feel like it could be really fun to play somebody who's like, I don't know, investigating something. I don't know.
Investigator?
Maybe.
No,
that could be fun. But I think I'm one of those people too that like I'm the worst at answering that question because I just want to do all of it. Like I want to do it all.
I get
and
that.
I like, part of why I love this job is because you never know who you're going to be and you never know what you're going to play. And so like being intimidated and kind of scared of a role because it's so new or so unfamiliar is really exciting for me, because it's like an opportunity to try something different and to like take a chance and dive into something unfamiliar. And I love that stuff. Like I love the preparation so much that I think that's part of why it's so hard for me to answer, because I'm just like, I just want to do all of it.
I think you answered it. Like I know it's a hard thing to answer, but I think you answered it. And I think, I definitely feel that. I definitely feel like those characters that, have a little bit of, that more depth to them, where they're going through something, they have to overcome something, something crazy just happened in their life. I feel like I really love those characters, and I really love to watch those being portrayed. And I'm sure for like, even just like for the actors, it's so much, there's so much to work with there. So like, I definitely feel that. And I like your answer, I think.
Thank you. Oh, thank gosh. Okay, good.
Yes, so perfect. Great answer. A+.
Thank you.
Yes. So when you're given a role, what is your process like for learning the script and getting into that character?
So for me, as I mentioned, like I love the prep work. So what I do is I go through the script I read it a handful of times and then I'll go through and I'll highlight everything, but I color code everything because I'm crazy like that. So I put my character in one color, and then the other characters that I have really close connections to, I'll give them a color, and then the place I'm in has a color, and different objects or like if there's a car or a house or something that like is mentioned specifically, then I'll sort of circle those. And I have my acting coach has this incredible book called The Intent to Live, and he has 50 questions that he asks in that book, and he says if you can answer all 50 of these, then you know who you are. So for me, I like to go through and I like to answer those questions, and then I like to sort of figure out, like, when I look at this person that's this character, sure, when I'm acting opposite somebody, they're going to have a lot that's going to inform who they are. But what can I get from the script that tells me about this person? And what can I get from the script that tells me about my relationship to this person and how I feel when I'm around them and all of these things? And playing with all of that, I think, is really fun for me. So I have, like, when I finished the Love Club, I had like a yay thick thing of like my favorite color and like literally every tiny little detail, and then like all of the big history, you know, the most important moments of my life and all of that. And I really love to build somebody that has a history so that I know what informs the decisions that they make, that I'm making for them. Because, and this is another thing my acting coach I took from him, he says that every actor deserves just as much respect as any person, because they are a person, but it's your job to bring them to life. So in that sense, it's like respecting this human being that is fully formed. It just hasn't been given breath yet. So I try really hard to build the person that I'm playing, because I think that's also for me, it's a really fun part, but I think it's also a really important part. To play somebody who's fully realized. So that's my prep process.
That's awesome.
Yeah, I like that. I like
Thank you.
that.
And sometimes I like to find like inspiration from other movies and stuff like that too. Like if a character really resonates in a way that's like similar to somebody else, I'll be like, okay, cool. So like I'll draw in like aspects of them and maybe like this little quirk, or I don't know. I'll try to like bring in other aspects too.
Right.
Yeah.
No, I love that, because I think it definitely makes the characters more real on screen. Like when you're watching, you can really tell that the actor really put in, the time to get to know the character. Because I think sometimes if, an actor doesn't put in that much work, they don't put their heart into it, you can kind of tell. And so I think like you saying that, like you can definitely see that in your acting. And I think that's really amazing that you put that time in, and I think it really shows. So.
Thank you so much. Yeah, I really love it. And you don't always get a ton of time, so I'll put in as much as I can. But I'm very excited for the day when I get a movie like 6 months ahead of when I'm gonna do it. I'm like, I get to really do this. That'll be
right. Yes.
Real excellent. Fingers crossed that day comes. We'll see.
Do you have a favorite Hallmark movie or series, like as a fan of the network?
I honestly, I love all of the movies that I've seen, but very recently we got to watch 2 Tickets to Paradise, and I think it's one of the best Hallmark movies ever. It's so funny. I watched
it. It was awesome. Yeah.
It's so funny. It's so well done. Like, I think it's sort of taken the cake for me right now. But I'm sure that will change, because there's always new amazing ones. So, but 2 Tickets to Paradise, I'd say.
I know series wise, my favorite series is Signed, Sealed, Delivered, and Hannah's is Chesapeake Shores. So
okay,
we love both.
That's fair.
The movies are fantastic as well.
And we love the movies.
That's awesome. I love that.
Yes. So do you have any other interests in the industry, such as writing, directing, or producing?
Yeah, I definitely do. I've been writing a script for the last little while, which has been really fun and also wildly challenging, because it takes so much to make a movie happen. So I love writing. I've been producing for a handful of years and I do enjoy it. But I'd say that I think for me, I prefer the creative side of production to the like paperwork side, which there's two very distinct sides to producing, and the creative side I really, really love. And I would love to direct at some point. I haven't had an opportunity to, but I would really like to one day. Yeah.
That would be amazing.
Yes.
Yeah, I would really like to. I think it would be really fun. And I think like as I've gotten older, I've gotten more confident in what I think would make a good film. And I'm beginning to believe in that opinion a little bit more every day. So I think with that said, it would be really fun to dive into something from a sort of space of being able to sort of figure out what it should look like, which is cool.
Right.
Yeah. I think that would be fun.
Yeah. It's another thing. See, there's another thing to add to the list. Brittany needs to direct a movie.
Direct a movie, write
Put it
one,
out
produce it.
Yes.
Yeah, all of it. I'll do all of it.
Why not?
Yeah.
So our last question before we get into our fun rapid fire.
Okay.
We know that Rama Drama was just a couple months ago. So what was your favorite part of the weekend?
My favorite part of the weekend was meeting everybody, honestly. Getting to interact with everyone who loves these movies. That's, for me, the best part. Hands down.
Yes.
I don't even know how to expand on that. Just everybody, meeting everybody, the end.
Yes.
Best part.
I loved meeting you, and of course I loved meeting everyone else too. But I would have to say one of the highlights of the weekend was karaoke night when I sang with Kristen.
Yeah, that's understandable. You did a great job, by the way. That was pretty awesome.
It was so nerve-wracking, but it was a lot of fun.
Yeah. Dustin and I were supposed to get up and sing karaoke, but we didn't get called up in time.
Oh no.
But I was like low-key terrified to get up on stage in front of all of those people. So I'm also kind of okay that I just watched karaoke.
Oh.
But
that would have been awesome.
That would have been really fun to see. I wasn't there, but I saw videos. I saw the videos everyone was so I was living through you guys. So yes.
Maybe next time. Maybe next time if there's karaoke.
Stage and dance a little bit with one of the groups. Yeah.
I was trying really hard to be supportive.
You did a great job.
Yeah. There you go.
Yes, I loved that performance.
Very fun.
That was great.
Thank you. My little in the background cheerleader dancing.
Yes.
Yeah, it was very fun.
I'm looking forward to the next one. Hopefully they'll announce it soon.
Me too. I'm really excited for it, wherever it is going to be.
Yes. Gabrielle,
whenever it's going to be.
Do an amazing job.
They'll figure it out. It's going to be the best. I know it.
All right. So I guess we can get into some fun rapid fire questions to end this off.
Okay.
So for the first one, do you have a dream vacation destination that you would like to go?
I do. I have a few.
Okay.
Rome, Greece, and Southeast Asia. But I get to knock 2 of those off my list because we're going to Rome and Greece for our honeymoon.
Ooh,
so I am like pinching myself every day and trying not to get too excited for the honeymoon so that I forget about the wedding. But I'm very excited to go to Rome and eat all of the pasta.
Pasta. I love pasta.
I want to eat it for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. And like also a lot of cheese. If I could just have all of the burrata and all of the pasta, I'll die.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
That's so exciting. So exciting.
Yeah, I'm very excited.
Can't wait to see all the pictures.
Yes.
Post tons, I promise.
Yes.
Who is your dream co-star on Hallmark and off Hallmark?
Off Hallmark, I would really love to work with Sarah Paulson, mostly because, well, she's incredible, but also because since I was 19, I have not gone more than like 3 weeks without somebody telling me that I look like her. So I would really like for us to just be in the same place at the same time.
Awesome.
So Sarah Paulson for sure. And on Hallmark, I'd just love to work with Lacey again. Does that count?
Yes.
Okay.
That counts.
Lacey.
Yes.
Okay.
Definitely. Definitely counts.
I want to work with everybody.
Yes.
Everyone's awesome. Like there's so many incredible people, but I would love to work with Lacey again on something. Yeah.
Yes.
That'd be great.
I know another one of mine would be Wes Brown. I would love to see you work with Wes Brown.
He's so lovely. I would love to work with him.
Yes. I could
He's such a lovely guy. Yeah, he's really, really nice. I really like Wes.
Mhm. Oh,
Well, we did work together, kind of, sorta, on the Love Club.
That's awesome.
He's not my love interest, but we are
Yes.
in a movie together.
Oh,
okay.
Well,
You get like a hint of it.
Yes, still counts.
Yeah.
I did love at Rama Drama, the bundle game that
Mhm.
you and Jesse did with Eric and Kristen.
Yeah, we were
That
like,
was
we're gonna do
awesome.
this. Like, we're the Love Club. No one knows what that is, but you will. So that's what matters.
That was amazing.
Nice.
Thank you.
So would you rather go forward in time or back in time?
Oh God. Like in my own life, will I get old or young again?
That works.
Do I
That
stay the same age but experience things? I think this is probably going to be a very unconventional answer, but I don't
Okay.
think I would do either,
Okay.
because while I've had a lot of really beautiful experiences and all of that, I love where I've ended up, and I'm really excited to see where the future what happens in the future.
Mhm.
But I'm looking forward to being surprised by it. If it
Okay.
was like just in general,
Yeah.
Brittany, in this exact moment,
Yes.
could come back to this life here, then I'd want to do both, because I really want to see what the world was like in like the 1800s and the 1920s.
Oh yeah.
But I also want to be like,
Yeah.
yo, when people are flying with their space shoes, I would like to see that, please. So
Yes.
Yeah.
both and not.
All right. All right. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, that works.
Can that work?
Yeah, it works.
Okay,
That's a
excellent.
great answer.
Yeah. Yeah. Being present, but also, experiencing a little bit of both. Yeah. I get that. Yeah.
If you could take one thing with you besides the essentials to a deserted island, what would it be?
What would it be besides the essentials? I would take a person so that I wouldn't go crazy.
That's a good answer. Me too.
Oh, yeah, I would take a companion with me so that I
Yes.
wouldn't lose my mind
Yes.
and have to start talking to a volleyball.
Yes. Yes. I like that reference.
Thank you.
Yes.
Yeah.
Nice. Okay, so if you could make up a holiday, what would it be named and what would it celebrate?
Oh, that's fun. I don't know. Something in the fall.
Okay.
Because I love the fall.
Yeah.
Mhm.
But not Halloween, but like a fall something.
Okay.
Fall something. And it would be to
Yeah.
celebrate the changing of the leaves, which basically just sounds like fall solstice. But I'm gonna stick with it because I really like fall, because I'm
Okay.
like that.
Okay. Yeah, no, I get
Yeah.
that. I love nature. I could feel that. I don't know, something like I don't know what you would call that, but
Uh,
I
I
don't
think
know.
I'm like reminiscing on when I was little. I used to have at my elementary school, there was a fall fair that was always like my favorite thing
Wow.
ever. And we would go and like make scarecrows and eat candy apples. And
Yeah.
that
there was
sounds-
always a bake sale, and there were pies. I
Yeah.
really like pie. Apparently all of my decisions revolve around food. But yeah, something to do with pie and fall, apple pie,
Okay.
fall party.
Okay.
time.
All right.
The
Stuff like
worst
that when I
answer
was
ever. Quick, ask me a new one.
Oh my goodness. Well, we did stuff like that when I was in preschool. We had fall,
Yeah.
not a fall festival, but like a fall fair kind of thing where we had food and we dressed
Yeah.
up if we wanted to, which was a lot of
Yeah.
fun.
Yeah. Fall Britain Pie Festival month.
Yeah.
Something
Yeah.
like that.
It has a good ring to it,
Yeah. It's kind of wordy, but working title.
right? Yeah, working title. We'll go with that.
Yeah.
Our last rapid fire question is, if you could be a character in a TV show, what would it be?
Oh gosh, like in a TV show that exists right now.
Or
Or make
a
up
TV
one.
show. Made up one.
I feel like I would want to be in Stranger Things. Because this is maybe a weird answer, but because I want to dress up in clothes from the 80s.
Okay.
I want to have a side ponytail that's crimped.
Okay.
And blue eyeshadow. And I just think it would be so cool to be a part of such a like extraordinary, massive, cool show like that. Or I would want to be an Icelandic Viking woman from like forever ago.
Oh, that would be awesome.
See that.
Like a female Viking warrior named Freya.
See that. Ooh.
I can see that.
Ooh, I can totally see that. I'm picturing that right now. I can see it. Yep.
Yeah, something like that with like Viking boats and like big fur things and horns on my head. Like really, truly go for it.
Yeah. Why
that
not?
would also be cool.
Go all the way. Why not? Yeah.
One of those two.
Nice.
Really similar, you know.
Yes.
Same thing.
Yeah. Nice.
But this was so much fun. Thank you so much for coming
you.
on.
Thank you so much. This has been such a blast. I'm so glad we finally got a chance to make it happen.
Definitely.
So where can everyone find you on social media?
On Instagram and Twitter, I'm at Britt Bristow. As I have mentioned for years now, I'm terrible on Twitter. I forget I have it 99% of the time, but I am more active on Instagram. And then I have like a little Facebook page that I don't know how to use, but I'm just Brittany Bristow on there. And then there's a fan page for me now, which is so cool.
Yes.
That's called the Bristow Bunch, which is the cutest name ever. So, but yeah, Britt Bristow on Instagram is the place where I'm the most accessible. And I'm on there constantly. So
we will link those in the description below.
Thank you so much.
Of course.
It was so lovely chatting with you guys. Thank you so much for asking me to come be a part of this. I've had such a lovely time.
Thank you for taking time of your busy schedule to come on and chat with us.
Of course.
And congratulations again on the win.
Yes.
Thank you.
Very happy for you. Yes, and enjoy your honeymoon.
Yes. Thank you. I will. I promise.
Yes.
It's going to be the best. I'm so excited. Thank you guys so much. I hope you have a wonderful day, a wonderful week. It's Tuesday.
Yes.
So a wonderful week.
Yes.
Yeah, you too.
All right, Hallmarkies. I think that wraps up our interview with the lovely Brittany Bristow. We hope you enjoyed, and we will see you very soon for our next episode. Have a great day or night wherever you are in the world, and we will see you next time. We love y'all. Bye.
Bye, Hallmarkies.
Bye.